Do you find yourself constantly clearing your throat? Is that little cough and the feeling of something stuck in your airways a daily companion, especially now that you're over 60? It's frustrating, isn't it? You try coughing it up. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But it always seems to come back. It can make you feel self-conscious in public, interrupt your sleep, and just generally feel uncomfortable. You might worry it's something serious, or maybe just accept it as part of getting older. But this persistent mucus doesn't have to be your daily reality. While it's true that our bodies change as we age, often becoming a little less efficient at managing things like mucus production and clearance, there are often natural, simple reasons behind this constant throat clearing, and surprisingly simple ways to help your body manage it better. It's not just about masking the symptom, it's about understanding why it's happening and supporting your body naturally. In this video, we're going to look at some common culprits behind that everyday cough and mucus after 60 and explore practical, natural habits you can adopt right now to help clear things up and feel more comfortable. Stay with me until the end, because I'll share something that might truly surprise you about managing this issue. Let's start with perhaps one of the most fundamental, yet often overlooked, factors contributing to persistent mucus hydration. Think of mucus like jam or jelly. When it's properly hydrated, it's smooth, slippery, and easy to spread. When it's dehydrated, it becomes thick, sticky, and hard to move. The mucus in your airways behaves similarly. Its job is to trap dust, pollen, germs, and other irritants you breathe in. And then your body's tiny hairs, called cilia, are supposed to sweep this trapped gunk upwards so you can cough it out or swallow it harmlessly. But if your mucus is too thick, because you're not drinking enough water, those cilia struggle to move it. It just sits there, feeling sticky and prompting you to cough repeatedly to try and dislodge it. As we get older, our sense of thirst can diminish, and we might not feel the urge to drink as often as we did when we were younger. Coupled with certain medications which can have a drying effect, it's easy to become mildly dehydrated without even realizing it. This isn't just about feeling thirsty. It's about the subtle, systemic lack of fluid that impacts everything, including the consistency of your mucus. So, the first incredibly important step is simple, but powerful: consistent, adequate hydration throughout the day. We're not talking about guzzling gallons all at once, which can be uncomfortable and just send you to the bathroom constantly. We're talking about gentle, steady sipping. Imagine your body as a garden. If you just dump a huge bucket of water on it once a day, a lot runs off, and the deep roots don't get consistently nourished. But if you water it steadily with a sprinkler or drip system, the moisture permeates the soil deeply and evenly. Your body works similarly. Sipping water regularly throughout the day keeps your internal environment, including your mucous membranes, optimally hydrated. How much is enough? The old 8 glasses a day is a decent starting point, but it really varies depending on your size, activity level, and even the climate you live in. A good way to tell if you're properly hydrated is the color of your urine. If it's consistently pale yellow, you're likely doing well. If it's darker, you need to increase your fluid intake. Now, when we talk about hydration, we primarily mean plain water. Juices, sugary drinks, and even caffeinated beverages don't hydrate you as effectively, and some can even be slightly dehydrating or contribute to inflammation that worsens mucus issues. Think of water as the baseline, the essential lubricant your body needs. You can add a squeeze of lemon or lime for a little flavor if you like, but the focus is on getting enough pure water. Make it a habit to have a glass of water first thing in the morning, before coffee or tea. Keep a water bottle or a glass within reach during the day, on your desk, by your favorite chair, on your bedside table, every time you see it. Take a few sips. It sounds overly simple, doesn't it? But consistently moistening your throat and keeping your body well hydrated is perhaps the single most effective natural strategy for thinning out that thick, sticky mucus that's so hard to clear. It helps your cilia do their job properly, allowing the mucus to be moved more easily and preventing it from building up and causing that constant irritation and cough. Many people find that simply focusing on their water intake makes a significant difference within just a few days or a week. It's not a quick fix. It's a fundamental way of supporting your body's natural clearing mechanisms. Beyond just helping with mucus, proper hydration benefits every single cell in your body, improving digestion, circulation, energy levels, and even brain function. So, this one habit tackles multiple things at once. Now that we've explored just how crucial getting enough water is, let's think about other things we put into our bodies and how they might be playing a role in this persistent mucus issue. Moving beyond just getting enough water, let's consider another significant factor that can often contribute to excess mucus diet. What we eat and drink can have a profound effect on inflammation and mucus production in our bodies. One common culprit that many people find worsens their mucus issues, especially throat and chest congestion, is dairy, milk, cheese, yogurt, ice cream for some individuals. These foods can cause the body to produce thicker, more excessive mucus. It's not necessarily a dairy allergy, but rather a sensitivity where the body reacts by increasing mucus production or making existing mucus harder to clear. Think about how a creamy milkshake or even a glass of milk can sometimes make your throat feel a little thicker right after consuming it. This effect can be more pronounced and persistent in some people, leading to that constant need to clear the throat. Trying a temporary elimination of dairy, or at least significantly reducing it, for a couple of weeks can be very telling. Pay attention to how your mucus symptoms change. If you notice a significant improvement, then dairy is likely a contributor for you. If you love your dairy. This might sound challenging, but there are so many excellent dairy alternatives available now. Almond milk, oat milk, coconut milk, soy milk, and many dairy-free yogurts and cheeses. Experiment to find ones you enjoy. But it's not just dairy. Highly processed foods, sugary snacks, and excessive amounts of refined carbohydrates can also contribute to systemic inflammation in the body. Inflammation can irritate the delicate lining of your airways, causing them to produce more mucus as a protective response. Imagine your airways being constantly irritated. They're going to try and coat themselves with more mucus to shield the underlying tissue. So, reducing these inflammatory triggers in your diet can also help calm things down and reduce excessive mucus production. Focus on a diet rich in whole, unprocessed foods, lots of vegetables, fruits, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Foods rich in antioxidants, like berries, leafy greens, and colorful vegetables, help reduce inflammation throughout the body. Some people also find that spicy foods, while they might temporarily feel like they're clearing the sinuses, can sometimes irritate the throat and increase mucus production for some individuals. It's about becoming a detective in your own body, paying attention to how certain foods make you feel and whether your mucus symptoms worsen after eating them. Ginger is another natural ingredient that many people find helpful. It has natural anti-inflammatory properties and is traditionally used to help soothe sore throats and respiratory issues. A warm cup of ginger tea with a little honey itself can be soothing for the throat. Just be mindful of the sugar content can be very comforting and might help thin mucus. Turmeric. Another powerful anti-inflammatory spice, especially when combined with black pepper to aid absorption, can also be incorporated into your diet. Perhaps in curries, soups, or a warm turmeric latte. These aren't magic bullets, but they are foods that support a healthy inflammatory response, which in turn can help your body manage mucus production more effectively. So, alongside staying well hydrated, giving your diet a thoughtful review, particularly looking at dairy and reducing processed inflammatory foods, can be a big piece of the puzzle when it comes to naturally reducing that persistent mucus after 60. It's about nourishing your body with foods that support its natural balance and reduce irritation. Continuing our journey to tackle that persistent mucus naturally, let's turn our attention from what we put into our bodies to the air we breathe and how we interact with it. The quality of the air around you plays a significant role in irritating your airways and prompting mucus production. Dust mites, pollen, pet dander, mold spores, and even strong perfumes or cleaning chemicals can all act as irritants. As we age, our respiratory systems can become a little more sensitive to these things. Ensuring the air in your home, where you likely spend a lot of time, is as clean as possible is crucial. Simple steps like dusting regularly with a damp cloth, vacuuming frequently, preferably with a vacuum that has a HEPA filter, washing bedding in hot water weekly to kill dust mites, and ensuring good ventilation by opening windows when possible can make a difference. If you have pets, try to keep them out of the bedroom. Air quality also involves humidity. Air that is too dry can dry out your mucous membranes, which paradoxically can lead your body to produce more mucus to compensate, and the mucus it does produce can be thicker and harder to clear. On the other hand, air that is too humid can encourage mold growth and dust mites. Finding a balance is key. In dry climates or during winter months when heating is on, using a humidifier in your bedroom at night can be very helpful. Aim for a humidity level between 30 to 50%. Be sure to clean the humidifier regularly, according to the manufacturer's instructions to prevent mold and bacteria from growing in it, which would defeat the purpose. Conversely, if your home is too humid, a dehumidifier might be beneficial. Now, let's talk about how you're breathing and how you move. Gentle movement and specific breathing exercises can be surprisingly effective in helping to clear mucus and strengthen your respiratory system. When you move, especially walking or other light aerobic activity, it helps to loosen mucus in your airways and makes it easier to cough up. Even just standing up and moving around every hour can prevent mucus from settling. Deep breathing exercises can also help. Techniques like diaphragmatic breathing or belly breathing help you take fuller breaths, which can strengthen the muscles used for coughing and help move air more effectively through your lungs and airways. Aiding in mucus clearance. Simply sitting up straight with good posture allows your lungs to expand more fully than slouching does, making breathing and clearing your airways easier. There are also specific techniques, often taught in pulmonary rehabilitation programs, like the huff cough, which is a less forceful way of clearing mucus than a strong cough. It involves taking a medium-sized breath and then actively exhaling with a huff sound, as if fogging a mirror. This can often bring up mucus more effectively with less strain than a hard cough. Learning a few simple breathing exercises and incorporating gentle movement into your daily routine isn't just good for your overall health. It directly supports your body's ability to manage and clear mucus naturally. It's about helping your airways work smarter, not harder. So, we've explored the critical importance of staying well hydrated with plain water throughout the day, making sure that sticky mucus stays thin and mobile. We've looked at how certain foods, like dairy and highly processed options, can contribute to inflammation and excess mucus production, and how focusing on whole, anti-inflammatory foods like vegetables, fruits, and spices like ginger and turmeric can be supportive. We've also considered the impact of the air quality in your home and how managing dust, allergens, and humidity can reduce irritation in your airways. And finally, we touched upon how gentle movement and targeted breathing exercises can actively help your body loosen and clear mucus more effectively. Putting all this together, you see that this persistent mucus cough isn't necessarily something you just have to live with as you get older. It's often a sign that your body is responding to certain environmental factors, dietary choices, or simply benefiting from a little extra support in its natural clearing processes. The real surprise here is how powerful these simple, natural approaches can be. You don't always need complex solutions or medications that might have side effects. Often, returning to basics, giving your body the right building blocks through hydration and nutrition, reducing exposure to irritants, and helping your airways work efficiently through movement and breathing can make a world of difference. It might take a little time and consistency, but many people find significant relief by implementing these habits. Remember, small changes consistently applied add up to big results when it comes to your health and comfort. It's about creating a supportive environment for your body to function optimally. Don't feel overwhelmed. Pick 1 or 2 areas to focus on first. Maybe start by just carrying a water bottle and sipping more throughout the day. Or try reducing dairy for a week or 2 to see if you notice a change. once you feel comfortable with one change. Add another. It's a journey, not a race. Your experiences and insights are valuable. Have you tried any of these strategies? Is there something specific that you found helps manage persistent mucus? Please share your thoughts and questions in the comments below. Connecting with others who understand can be incredibly helpful. If you found this video helpful and informative, please give it a like. It helps us know we're providing content that resonates with you. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to our channel for more practical tips and advice on living your best life at every age. We're here to support you on your wellness journey. Thank you for watching. And remember, you have the power to make positive changes and enjoy greater comfort and ease in your daily life. Live your best life at every age.